Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the platform party. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Please welcome Charlie Dean, Principal and Chief Executive of Bury College.
That's very kind, thank you. Colleagues, honoured guests, but most importantly our graduands, welcome to the Bury College 2021 graduation ceremony. And I have to say, what a fantastic job you have all done to be here today, considering the context. It would be good enough, wouldn't it, for you to graduate after a year or two for your HNC, your HND or your degree. But in the context of the lockdown and the pandemic, I think it's absolutely brilliant the job that you've done for yourselves, for your families, and for your communities. And I think we should start by giving yourselves a massive round of applause. Well done. And while we're at it, let's get some ground rules established. When we're doing the handing of the certificates, please feel free to repeat that celebration and cheer as loudly as you wish for your loved ones. And if the pandemic wasn't going to stop you graduating, a fire alarm and a bit of rain wasn't, was it? Not a chance. In all seriousness, the job you've done over the recent past will open doors for you that you maybe even didn't know existed. You now have created for yourselves and your families a fantastic array of opportunities. And I'm sure your families are very proud of you and your efforts. If I was going to give advice, and I'm not paid to give advice and not very good at it, I have to admit, I would say the one thing to hang on to through your next phase of your career is remember the tough times. Remember the bits that were hard. Remember the units you hated, the assignments you thought you'd never complete. Remember your dissertations and how you managed to get through those. because those skills that you learn there about yourself, that knowledge about yourself, will stand you in good stead in the future. The best research in education tells you that success in schools and colleges is not about fancy buildings, although they're nice to have. It's not about fancy kit. It's about people. And the main people who determine success in an educational setting are you, the students, and my colleagues. Principals don't make much of a difference. Senior managers, colleagues don't make much of a difference. It's the teachers, the people who look after you on a daily basis, and your own resolve that creates your success. So I think we should give another rousing round of applause to my colleagues. Bury College's mission is to serve the community through education and training. Throughout the year, the college recognises and supports individuals and organisations who contribute to this mission. This year, I am delighted to be able to present the Bury College Honorary Award to someone from our local community whom the college believes has made a real difference to the lives of others. This individual has displayed a significant commitment to the community with her enduring charity and awareness-raising work. The Joshua Wilson Brain Tumour Charity, Super Josh, was set up by 13-year-old Joshua Wilson and his mum, Dawn Fiddler, in 2013 after their 10-year journey through ill health to help and support other affected families before Josh, sadly, passed away a year later. Since his passing, Dawn, Josh's mum, and Josh's other family and friends have maintained their commitment to his charity and continue to help children, young people and their families in his legacy. It's an amazing journey, and to date the charity has raised over £900,000 and has helped over 2,600 families. Please. You're going to have to do that again now. Please welcome to the stage CEO and founder of Super Josh, Ms. Dawn Fiddler.
Thank you so much for that, and thank you. This is such an honour to be here and to be able to congratulate all of you in what you've achieved. And it's incredible to be a part of it, and it's overwhelming to have been given this honour through the college. And one thing, I'll tell you a bit more about Josh in a minute, but one thing that he did teach me and many others is, however hard it gets, never stop smiling, and determination will get you there in the end. And I think that sometimes, and maybe some of the journeys you've been on, and you know, when you've had really hard times with your work and stuff, I think they're two really simple things to recognise and remember. We have a really, really, really positive life, which sounds crazy seeing as I lost my son. When he was diagnosed at 3 years old with his brain tumour, they gave him 6 weeks to live. And we started on a massive journey which taught me how to fundraise. It taught me and our family how to adapt properties to how, you know, when we couldn't get funding, how to fight fights and just go, do you know what, that one's just a glass of wine instead, it's not worth the fight. And massive, massive amount of learning. And before Josh before Josh passed away, I thought, you know what, I've got all this experience, 10 years of experience and learning, and I need to be able to share it with other families, because we'd really struggled getting some certain bespoke charity support. Certainly wasn't able to get any counselling. And so I thought, don't really know what I'm doing, but me and Josh launched the charity, and it was founded, like Charlie said, in 2013, and we set off on our journey. And I never will ever forget the first family that we helped. It was only £100, but it bought them all the hospital expenses, so parking, coffee, tea, cakes, while they're in hospital for a week for a family. And I thought, well, that's a really simple thing. And then ranging from our emotional support and counselling, that became very clear that it's very important, and the NHS sadly can't support the amount that is needed or for the length of time that's needed. Sadly, Josh passed away in 2014 when he was 14. And legacy just continued to grow and grow and grow. And we've done all kinds of things, from £45,000 house makeover in Rochdale to funding a pair of drum kits to help a child who really suffers with frustration through his brain tumour, through sending people on respite breaks, garden makeovers, having a glass of wine with a mum and just having a good chat. Our counselling is one of the proudest parts of our work. It's behind the scenes, so it's not something you can put on social media too much, but it literally is incredible. And there's so much more I could tell you, but I don't want to take too much out of the time. So thank you again for this honour. It'll be all over our social media once the day is finished, and if you want to find out more about our charity or contact me, you just put in #SuperJosh in Google, and Facebook, our website, everything comes up on the list. And also, it would be really great once you've all recovered from your hangovers, at some point in the future, if any of you would like to get involved, whether it's doing a challenge, a run, a sponsored run, or helping organise an event, or just find out more about our work and maybe do some day, well, whatever, so if you want to get involved. So thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for this honour. It's incredible, and thank you.
What Dawn didn't tell you, I think, is that she actually got an MBE from the Queen.
Yeah, I forgot that.
So I was going to ask. So, Dawn, Buckingham Palace or Bury College? Close second. Close second. So thank you, Dawn, Josh's mum. We are honoured today also to be joined by our esteemed colleagues from the University of Huddersfield and the University of Bolton, both in our platform party and as our guests. I am delighted to welcome Dr. Lynn Senior, Consortium Director from the University of Huddersfield, to deliver their keynote address.
I was hoping the font would be big enough, but unfortunately, I've got to wear my glasses. So, principal, honoured guests, families, friends, tutors and graduands, soon to be graduates, it's my pleasure to address you at this splendid ceremony for Bury College University Centre, a joyful opportunity for you to acknowledge your achievement and success. And I would like to thank you for inviting me here today. First time to Bury, first time fire alarm, and I got wet as well. So I'm going to remember this day as much as you are. So graduands, you've been on a long journey, and many of you will have journeyed on some of that road alone as we struggled to come to terms with the impact of the pandemic. Your journey will be unique to you, but what will be a common thread is the grappling of new concepts, ideas, knowledge, and many of you will be taken out of your comfort zone and challenged in new ways of thinking. In your readings and research, you will have engaged with previous generations of scholars within your subject area, and you will have learned from contemporary research and practice, no doubt from national and international perspectives, and cutting-edge practice that we benefit from as global, multimodal citizens. So congratulate yourselves on having developed the skills, knowledge, and sheer stamina to achieve so highly. And it's not just skills and knowledge you have gained, but you've gained valuable transferable skills along the way, skills that will take you into the next chapter of your life journey. Of course, the impact of the last few years has meant that your journey has been different. It's been unusual. And whilst many of you may have studied at home or alone, it hasn't been totally solitary. We've all learned these new worlds of Zoom, Teams, Collaborate, other social platforms, and in my case, picking up the telephone at times. So this new norm of how we engage with others tells us the narratives of your lives and our lives. It allows us to clarify ideas and get to know each other. And throughout your courses, you will have grappled with online learning. Some of you, those of you who have trained to be teachers in the audience, will have grappled not just with your own online learning, but trying to teach your students online. You'll have worked in groups, albeit in breakout rooms, if you've got in the breakout rooms, that is, and they've not thrown you back out, as they quite often did to me when I was trying to teach. And you'll be in those groups for sound intellectual reasons, because when we look at learning theory, it reminds us that interaction with our peers, social constructivist models of learning and teaching, helps us to establish optimum conditions for our learning. So these last 2 years haven't been easy, but your peers, your friends will have been there in so many ways for you. They're part of your support journey as you journey through life. So give a nod, raise your cap, clap your hands to all of your fellow graduates who've been there throughout the course with you. And I've not finished. So, learning we know is usually guided by a knowledgeable other, in this case your lecturers and your tutors. They've challenged you, they've opened new doors for you, they've supported you, pushed you, and at times pulled you through those doors. Your tutors understand that it's not a case of just filling up empty buckets, but actually learning's multifaceted. It's a bit like spaghetti, it's symbiotic in nature. They've scaffolded you, they've truly taught you over these last 2 years. And they too have been challenged as they move swiftly to a new way of teaching and supporting you. I spent the last year teaching online through initially Zoom, then we moved on to Teams, and I still can't work the breakout rooms. So I'd like you to give a huge nod of acknowledgement to your tutors who've completed you through this successful completion. And I've still not finished. Because your friends and families will also have played a key role over the years whilst you've been studying. They may have made sacrifices, made time to listen to you when they really were quite busy. They made cups of tea for you, cups of coffee for you. We can't achieve by ourselves, we need these people around us. So again, I'm sure you want to acknowledge your nearest and dearest who may or may not be here today. You know who you are. And a word to the parents and guardians that are here. Your children have succeeded in unprecedented conditions, and your support, both mentally and financially, has made them what they are today. So thank you, parents and guardians, for helping to create a brighter future as your children become the next generation of teachers, beauticians, policemen, firemen, media moguls, plus many others that I've probably not mentioned. And of course, Bury College has also played a key role in enabling you to embark upon your respective courses. And we at the University of Huddersfield have enjoyed a rich and fruitful partnership for more than 20 years, a partnership that we hold in high esteem and we appreciate greatly. Bury College has particular expertise in providing excellent higher education opportunities, which are essential in today's economic climate. And if we think about Paulo Freire's work, the very expression of social justice reminds us that education and education opportunities are in a symbiotic relationship with the economy. Freire is a towering figure in scholarship and academia, and yet as a little boy living in Recife in Brazil, although he was clever, there were many times he was simply too poor to go to school, or he was simply too hungry to learn in school. And it's this sort of message that's so important for us on an afternoon like this. We should use our privilege for the greater good. So I congratulate you, graduates, on your splendid achievements, and I entreat you to use your achievements wisely and well. I'm going to finish on a quote from John Shaw, who reminds us, "The future is not some place we are going to, but one that we are creating. The paths are not to be found, but made." Thank you. I would now like to introduce Jackie Taylor, Curriculum Director of Creative and Service Industries, Business and Professional, who will announce the names of the graduates from her area.
I will now announce the names of the graduates of H&C Hospitality. Lucy Gilligan. Caitlin Hesketh. Megan Ramsell. Ella Booth. Hannah Funes. Georgia Swallow. Okay. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the FD Science, Design, Media, Makeup. Safia Akhtar. Holly Cardwell. Sienna Cathcart. Elle Smith. Charlene Burns. I will now announce announce the names of the graduates of the BA Honours Beauty Management Top-Up. Courtney Henderson. In 2020, Courtney also achieved her FDA Beauty Management, so she graduates twice today. Well done. Veronica Ryback. Veronica also, in 2020, achieved her FDA Beauty Management. So well done, Veronica. Keena Smethurst. Again, in 2020, Keena also achieved her FDA Beauty Management, so she graduates twice today. Well done. I will now announce the names of the graduates of FDA Beauty Management. Joanne Garner. Sarah Blue Grecian. Garda Kanzo. Halima Malik. Aaron McQuay. Karolina Wiskowska. I will now announce the names of the graduates on the BA Honours Hairdressing Management Top-Up. Caroline Hamer. In 2020, Caroline also achieved her FDA Hairdressing Management at Bury College, so well done. Amy Bunnell. In 2020, Amy also achieved her FDA Hairdressing Management. Well done. Selena Burke. In 2020, Selena also achieved her FDA Hairdressing Management. Natalie Hellon. Again, in 2020, Natalie also achieved her FDA Hairdressing Management. Well done. Jade Shaw. In 2020, Jade also achieved her FDA Hairdressing Management. Well done, Jade. I will now announce the names of the graduates on the FDA Hairdressing Management. Maria Chinvani. Caroline Gordon. Rianne Dowd. Stacey Openshaw. Megan Stebbings. Kelsey Warren. Heather Barker. Chelsea Dawson. Natalie Garrity. Jessica Johnson. Claire Kendrick. Tracy Lowe. Nicola Plymley. Eleanor Topping. Amy Wiggin. Selena Williams. Shannon Wood. I would now like to introduce Lisa Matthews, Curriculum Director of Adult Provision and Higher Education, who will announce the names of the graduates in her area.
I will now announce the names of the graduates of the Bachelor of Science with Honours, Criminology and Sociology. Sophia Hulton. Kimberly Parr. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the Certificate in Education Pre-Service Full-Time. Karen Farrell. Sophia Iqbal. Lindsay Cooper. Katie Garside. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the Certificate in Education 14+ part-time. Amy Barnard. Selena Hussain. Fern Watson. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education in Service full-time. David Bakhtiari Conado. Caitlin Bindley. Hannah McCandless. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education pre-service full-time. Danielle Clark. Kaukeb Wisham Mawush. Fiona Stanistreet. Nick Gorton. Nick is a double graduate. She achieved her BA with honours in hairdressing management top-up last year. Victoria Simpson. And again, Victoria is a double graduate. She achieved her Bachelor with Science with honours, Criminology and Sociology last year. Hannah Mackay. Rodwell Mapanda. Kate Whitehead. I would now like to introduce Dr. Michael Fordham, Curriculum Director of General Education, who will announce the names of the graduates in his area.
I will now announce the names of the graduates of the HNC Creative Media Production. David Grice. I will now announce the names of the graduates of the HND Creative Media Production. Caitlin Jackson. Abigail Midgley. Esther Thompson. Patrick Latham. I would now like to welcome back Dr. Lynn Senior, Consortium Director for the University of Huddersfield, who will confer the graduates.
By virtue of the authority of my office as Consortium Director, and on behalf of the University and the University Centre, I admit you and those listed in the programme who are in absentia to those degrees, diplomas and awards which you've been presented here today. Our warmest congratulations to all of you. And I would now like to welcome back Lisa Matthews, Director of Adult Provision and Higher Education at Berry College, who will officially close the ceremony.
Congratulations, graduates, you've done it. Now that you officially... yeah, you can have that. Now that you officially have your qualifications, your scrolls, I would ask you to put them to very good use. Use them as a constant reminder of just what can be achieved with hard work, commitment and determination. Use them to gain employment, secure promotion, or to change your careers. Use them to further your education still, to become more expert in your subject areas, and perhaps go on to teach. Use them as a source of inspiration and motivation, not only for yourselves, but your family and friends. Yes, your qualifications are an award, a certificate, but they are so much more. They are testament to personal development and growth. We are all incredibly proud of your achievements. And I see that many of you have friends, family, tutor and other guests here today. And I know that their help, encouragement and support has helped many of you throughout your studies. In recognition of their help and support, can I ask all our graduates to stand for a moment, please? To turn and face our guests. And wait for it, on the count of 3, please can we give them a generous applause of thanks. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, graduates. If you could remain standing, and if I could please ask that all our guests are also upstanding, as the platform party will now depart. Once again, sincere congratulations on all of your achievements.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and applaud your graduates. Please make your way to the bar area for refreshments. Thank you.